Hello there, this is Cookies. I have turn 73 of MA Naba, and this is my current turn, so we're probably going to do a couple of edits in this from some things I noticed from recording the last episode. So we did empower Oma in death, that's so she can make fire skulls. We got some more giants. We did a cloud trapeze as part of a magic phase attack. And we cast Pyre of Catharsis, which worked. Good. So first up is this magic phase in Forest of Pine. So we've got this Hermit Sahir, he's diseased, pretty expendable. And we've got this Shaitan, who I've equipped with a Sword of Swiftness and a Flesh Eater. So he does a fair amount of damage. And he's got a fire in a jar and a couple of blood slaves. And I think there's a hin here, and that's from the Hermit Sahir. Pretty hard to see. And over here, we have the Golem Crafter raiding party. So I wanted to shield the army from vision, and I also wanted to kill this Golem Crafter party. So that was kind of the main goal. So we've got Mist Form, Air Shield, Phoenix Power, Luck. So he's getting fluffed up a bit. Fire Shield. True Shot, and Nest of Salamanders. So you can see here he's up at 76 fatigue. Lesser Thunder Ward, and we're going to go ahead and do a reinvigoration, which is what the blood slaves were for. So now he's had 0 fatigue, he's fluffed up, and he's ready to fight. And he's got some of these little salamander ass to help him out. And I believe I put him on a attack closest. We see the hin, who's already routed and killed nothing, so good job. Alright. Here are the defenders. Pretty good little unit. Actually, pretty good attack skill for Nagarthan. Reasonable damage. Has a... Because of the buffing that they've gotten, which is, I think, probably like a group park skin, they're at 23 protection, which is extremely good. It's similar to like a high-end knight, like an unbuffed high-end knight. They've got okay defense skill, and normal attack skill, which is good for Garthans. So, we've also got this guy. And notably, these guys only have dark vision. They don't have the spirit sight like the statues do. And these little guys have a flame poison attack. So this is on damage. It's an armor piercing attack that does max 1 point. So it can sometimes be hard for them to apply their 25 armor negating flame poison. But I mean, it does scale with string, so I guess it's 8 armor piercing. So they're not always going to hit, but when they do, they poison like crazy. Ooh, Blade Wind. Good thing we've got that air shield. So I think that probably negated some of that. There we go. Looks like he's fatigued out, so we should get the kill on the mage. Very nice. Oh. On my end, I just minimized the window. Okay. So that ends up working out. Give me 1 second. All right. So we have one of our more successful little raids against Agartha there. And then we move into Smothered Ark. This is just a little band of Sacreds. This guy might struggle to bless them all, actually. But looks like they're okay. Then we also move into the Halls. So it's the riskier raid. And it does not get counter-raided. Alright. And then we have a couple of fights between Vanarus and, I guess, like, Independence and Abyssia. So we have a undead force of long dead horsemen, long dead archers, and a couple of mound kings. Going up against some barbarians. You can see how decay can sometimes even kill long dead right there. Alright, so he loses about half of his long dead horsemen, but does kill the barbarians. In Umpholia, we have a whole bunch of Zumays, but it looks like they're in lines. Now, previously, I think when I had looked at lines with flyers, they went ahead and flew anyways. It didn't matter that they were put in a line. But for some reason, these ones just are content to walk on the ground. And this is probably the worst case outcome for Vanarus, because now they're fighting like infantry in the gate. And Summer Lions do not give a shit about Drake Breath. They're fire resistant 50. So even if some of the other stuff that is fire resistant, like these clockworks and these Abyssian infantries with 25, they will sometimes die to the Drake fire if it rolls high enough. But the Summer Lions are, if they're not dying to the physical attacks, which is three pretty high damage bites, so it will punch through ethereal fairly regularly. But I mean, they've also got 2 pretty killy attacks themselves. So the Summer Lions are just putting in a bunch of work. And more importantly, there's no pressure on the, once again, undefended Mage Ball. So he probably could have killed all the commanders again, and all of this stuff would have just routed again, and he would have been fine. So a little bit of a worst case outcome for Vanarus here. Alright. So that's Umpholia. So he loses 64 as a maze here, along with a Vanabog, which is a 500 gold mage, and an Adept, 200 gold mage. Does kill a few commanders, but none of the mages, and kills a fair number of the troops. But you can see the Summer Alliance did very well for themselves. The rest of the troops not so much, but it didn't matter because 45 Zamays from Summer Alliance is pretty good. Then in Ashlands, we've got Irene, who's going to go ahead and ping this fort here. Sees a little bit of stuff inside. So some adepts. Ooh, there's a little bit of stuff on here. So they might do some sort of gifts from heaven thing. It's got some cubes, some smiths. But otherwise, it mostly looks like a research park. It's got a few guardians in here, but not enough to protect these mages, especially from flyers. And pairing can definitely bring the flyers. In terms of events, we had a bunch of people leave Osiri. I think that's for Blood Vortex, so False God's stealing my population. We lose more population in the halls, but that's Abyssia, or not Abyssia, Agartha's province at the moment. Kind of. It's like their area, we're just raiding it. so it's kind of okay. Imnace gets a huge amount of unrest, loses all of its tax revenue, which is awful. We do get a pyromancer to join our team, which is, I guess, okay. He can hold a lantern, is what I'm going to do with him. And we get a few people arriving in a province. All right, there's a death match. Okay, maybe I should send someone to that. That could be kind of fun. All right, so first up, let's take a look at this army. So we looked at it last turn. Discovered an error in scripting on this guy. So he's already got relief going up. So we probably don't need to do relief again. Maybe we could do something else. Polymorph could be interesting, but it doesn't affect inanimate. Yeah, +3 strength. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I would have him do. So it's probably good to just cast. These giants, I might move them here, and maybe they'll catch some of the buff. I don't know, if they start back here and start running up, maybe they'll also catch some buffs. I'm not sure. Maybe I could put them here. We'll run forward like this and maybe catch stuff from these two rather than getting scattered around this box of mages. Alright. They're in discipline, so it can be kind of hard to buff them. Alright. Feeling a little bit more nervous about this attack. I think we're just going to go ahead and move on to the fort. We might get gym baited. I'm going to go ahead and send the Shaitan in to help. I think he's going to do Gift of the Furies for one of those boxes. Though I thought we already had a few mages doing that. Well, maybe we do need this box. I feel like we're gonna have 4 Gift of the Fury casters, but we'll see. I just haven't found the other one. We're also gonna try and magic phase this guy. So this guy is called It's a Different Thug. We're gonna see if we can kill him. So we've got our pretender coming in. He's gonna go ahead and do Doom. Although maybe there's like a cheaper just like curse we can do. Oh, that used to be nature astral in terms of a cross path. Rewrite fate. Yeah. Well, we're gonna Doom, then we're gonna blink, and then cast control, and then blink, and then cast control. He does have Ritual of Returning, so if he gets hurt, he'll conceivably bounce back, or he'll go suffer somewhere. We've also got this guy. It's a counter thug, and he's got a gate cleaver with for 49 damage or 59 armor negating damage. Now the big issue with this guy is he's only got 16 defense, and his unseen is not going to help him versus this guy. So one of his layers of protection is just not going to help him. He's also ethereal, which is not going to help him against a magic weapon. And Yeah, so he could probably use some defense stacking, is what I'm thinking. So I might try to look around for maybe some of that. I'm not sure if I've got anything just right on hand. Uh, is he sacred? He's not. We'll have to look around at some of the other people. Anyways, we're also bringing Go to Hell, the Shaitan. So this guy is somewhat scarily forward positioned, and he's going to do Infernal Prison, Reinvigoration, Personal Misform, Phoenix Power, and ooh, maybe I can have him do Nest of Salamanders. Give him a fire gem. Okay, so we can try that. Um, in addition to all of this, we're gonna. This guy is really tough. So we're also doing I believe, a Horde from Hellcast. Yeah, and that's to just provide some flying chaff to help out. So we're gonna try that. And you can see here we're forging our Skull of Fire. What else do we have? We have another gem mule heading out. And there's a lightning storm outside, so hopefully the power doesn't go out. We've got some Bone Fiends, a King. We're forging a Skull Staff. Curse of Blood. So getting another Vampire. We are going to scry this fort just to see if anything changes inside. We've got an Armor of Souls that we're thinking about bringing in. Another Armor of Souls that we're going to forge. Also, we noticed that It's a Thug has moved over to Tunnels of the Lost. So maybe he's planning to patrol Mountains of Mist with this guy, just so it's not like a casual counter thug. Or maybe he's going to try and ride out. Like he's going to patrol and that guy's going to be there and try to... He might be able to make the difference. So that could be an interesting point of contention there. And yeah, so I think that's a lot of it. We're still doing some manual site searching, trying to get up our fire, air, and glamour searches. We're forging some earth boots, some more earth boots, so maybe we can try to replace this army if something happens to it. I'm fairly nervous about going into this. So, with all those buffs, I didn't realize I had so many bodyguards set up either. I think I gave them to a certain number of the counter thugs and important mages. But so these guys with +7, assuming they get all their buffs, would be 28 armor piercing. They're still just gonna do chip damage to statues, but I'm hoping it'll be enough to actually kill the statues this time. And these guys will do 30 damage. I don't know if these guys will get any of those sorts of buffs. Steel Slice Warriors doesn't work on them because they do bludgeoning, and the statues do get bludgeoning resistance. So they might actually not do much because their effective damage might be around 20. But they do have this grab and swallow. There's greater than half of the swallowers. I don't know how that rounds. I wish they would say. And then this guy's got a 37 damage great club. So maybe I should stop making these giants. They might not be the answer. But I was just generally kind of searching for hard-hitting stuff. One thing I could do is try to I could patrol here and breach a bit and keep gathering up strength. So I do have some more stuff here that's moving out. There's the shard guard with shard glaives that do a curse effect. These could be nice to have. They also hit for 28 damage. So with all the strength buffs, they're actually super solid troops for us. We've got more Adites coming up. We've got these guys. These won't really help versus statues, but we'll work on getting them off the payroll. We've got some archers where we can maybe try to snipe a mage or two. Would be nice to have more water magic. We could do a bunch of water elementals. That would be really nice. But I don't know. I'm not feeling confident on this battle. That's for sure. I just have there's not a lot of great answers to 32 protection with a ton of resistances. They're just extremely tough. I suppose I can make sure I at least put up Wailing Winds. Maybe I can get some lucky routes. Where is she? Because we're not doing that right now. Flame Flesh Army? What is this to cast fire for? We can probably put that on someone else and have her do Wailing Winds. Did I even... Oh gosh, did I not bring Glamour? This guy brought Blood Slaves. Ooh. Alright, I need to bring some Glamour gems. Yeah, this is all looking very sketch to me. Send that guy with more gems. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if we beat that. Maybe we need some attack rear squads, or if they're not on soaring army, maybe some of them will actually end up working their way around. I'm gonna put these guys on attack closest. Maybe these guys go attack rear. They can try to punch around. Another thing we can do is we can try to have another mage roll on in and provide that Wailing Wind support. Like, a beta might be perfect for that. We have 76 here. Do we have another... Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna pull a beta. So I'm gonna move this to this one. She can search. Gonna. Oh, and I have a new. This is perfect. I can give her that. All right, now with a beta. Let's see, we want to do Wailing Winds. All right. So let's see, maybe Communion Master. Um, do you want maybe Twist Fate? Let's go ahead and get. Oh, it's an Evo, of course. Go ahead and get Wailing Winds. What does this do? Oh, mindless units aren't affected. Alright. And maybe Power the Spheres would be good. So we can do that. And one other. What else can we? Is there something else that we can do to take on these darn statues? Unraveling? Oh, it's a decay. Start to fall apart and dissolve. Decay is a weird effect for that. I feel like it should maybe do damage. Um, do you have the option to curse? Oh, curse is glamour now. Something else that got stolen from. I think Mists of Deception could be kind of game changing. It's 2 and 2, so it should cast. Alright, so where are we gonna put you? You are size 4. Okay, you can go back there. Put you in the middle. Alright. So I think that'll be a nice addition. I know this is probably making the video a lot longer, but I'm not sure how often I actually go through and do some scripting. I tend to take a long time doing mediocre scripting, so I normally try to leave it out of videos. So I think we're alright here. I kind of want her to have. Be nice if she had some armor. So Now, we do have a bow. We could give her a bow. That would take pressure off of the communion. Might not be a bad idea. So maybe that's something we can do. Interesting. Not sure if that's a good idea, but we'll see. Alright. We do have some stuff coming in to protect the retreat route. Alright. So I think that's good for this one. I'm not sure if he's going to try to gym bait me here. Um, see, 1 life for life. I was hoping for more life for life. 2. 3 would actually kill that thug. Can I get a 3rd life for life? Somehow, some way? Maybe that thug could do it? Because I think that would kill his thug. Oh, but we'd be missing out on Gift of the Furies. Alright. I think if there is a spell in this army that we can lose out on, maybe it's that. This guy's a thug as well. Let's try and do... Life for life. Reinvigoration. His alms are just gonna frozen hurt me to death, but let's try Phoenix Power. Right, let's get some Thug Pass in. Versal Mistform. Right, this is for fighting statues. I think we probably could do the cold resistance. There's not a lot of stuff that'll help. We'll try Phoenix Power Pyre and cold resistance and attack closest. Can we give this to someone else? Let's see. Oh, sorry, somebody drove by. Let's see. What can she do? She's not going to do Gift of the Furies. That could save me at least a fire gem on the script. Ooh, that's the defense I needed for that thug. Oh, that's right. Let's see if I've got some thug gear lying around. How much protection do you have? 2? I mean, you're gonna die in 1 hit, buddy. Maybe even with protection. um... Alright, now he's at least up to 20. Alright. It's not... I'm feeling very nervous. But I think I don't know. I don't want to lose too much tempo. If I lose the battle, then I lose the battle. So I'll start transitioning into more Adites, probably more Earth Mages like Sahirs, and maybe more boosters, like a little bit lighter on the Communion, and more Storm Demons. So it's already in the works, but this will actually kind of help accelerate it, because I've got a lot of upkeep tied up and stuff. So I've got 51 Mukaribs. I mean, I'm still going to keep recruiting Mukaribs. I need them to hold up my Dominion. But 400 gold on Garnets. So I've turned off Garnet production this turn, because it's just been too expensive. Malakat are amazing, so I'm going to keep recruiting them. But yeah, just trying to convert more of my upkeep into mages I need. Alright, and I think that's it for this one, turn 73. We'll go ahead and see you in turn 74, and we'll see if I end up regretting this. Have a good one.